1960 Rome Olympics running barefoot. Okay, now here's the thing. If you grew up your whole life running barefoot and your feet were intrinsically strong and you had this balance and coordination and toughness of going barefoot your whole life, you could do something like Abibi did. Because he showed up at Rome, and Adidas was the overall sponsor for the entire Olympics. And the shoes that they got for him to run in were about a size too small. So the story is, he decided instead of running in shoes, which he was not used to, and a size too small, that he chose to run barefoot. And he won the race. And then 4 years later, he came back to Mexico City with a proper piece of footwear, basic protection for someone else. I'm embarrassed to tell.
Danny, what's the longest thing you've ever run with a pair of news?
Like 4,000 miles. And then we cut it in half, and it still looks very much like that. But it doesn't mean I want you to run 4,000. That would be kind of bad for business. But you know, but you know, we also have had people who run in some of our shoes and probably destroy them in 75 miles because they didn't change. Big question. Did I answer it?
Yeah.
To your satisfaction?
Yeah, definitely.
So that's yes.
So
Yes.
what
Sir.
about with no fat on the metatarsal there, on the metatarsal bone? The fat thing just totally won't away. Does this help?
Well, because this is a suspension system, you're getting about 40% more shock attenuation, and you're not going at normally when you land. Yeah, it's a huge benefit. You load it more evenly across. Anytime I can load over a wider area instead of like typically thinning out the fat pad in the forefoot, then the idea is that you're going to spread out this pressure, and it's coming from the ground engaging, not this sandwich of your foot pressing on foam and then colliding with the earth underneath. Try it if you have that problem.
I've been running a pair of newbies, but sometimes I'm not sure whether to put my orthotics in or
Well, then that's the good question. If you thinned out that much in the pad, then by having your arch in is the high point of where the metatarsal bones are.
pushing it forward to
Yeah, then you're going to de-weight that. So yeah, use those in there. Absolutely. We're not saying not use orthotics. We're making orthotics for 25 years. The idea is that if you had a forefoot imbalance, or you need a met pad, but try the arch first. Just throw that in. No one told you not to get in. You're just experimenting.
No, my podiatrist had said to put it in.
Oh yeah, no, I'm saying put it in.
Yeah.
No one said not to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, I didn't. No, put it in and see how it feels. That's. I mean, again, if we were running outside on the grass, and the earth comes up and supports our foot, right? It just kind of molds.
Really interesting. Outside, well, a couple things. Outside, you did the drill where you had one shoe and one barefoot.
Yeah.
And you said you don't need, if you have a leg discrepancy, you don't need it. You don't need to support it in a running shoe.
I'm saying that it's a lot less of an issue. Because right now, I mean, I can do them up and down the little track here, but it's a lot less of an issue if you have a true anatomical leg length. Say if you were skiing and you broke your leg and it was reset and it's a half an inch short, it's going to be a huge problem if you heel strike because you have no adaptation here at your hips and lower back. But if you get athletic and you're here, independent, and the hips are level, I can absorb X amount on using flexion in my ankle and knee.
But I remember when we were in Boulder, you said if I'm using a lift in my bike shoe, I should put it also in my running shoe.
Yeah. If you have that anatomical discrepancy, then make it less and then run with better form.
But put the lift in the running shoe or don't put the lift?
If you can get it to your forefoot, right?
Yeah. Well, that's why I wanted the whole shoe, not just the heel.
Right. That's the big thing about even, I used to have cyclists come up to me, it's like, my guy wants me to put a heel lift in. It's like, it doesn't do you any good on a bike, you gotta put it underneath the forefoot.
And then my other question question was, in my bike shoes, I started using Barris wedges.
Mhm.
Now, should I have to put